How's it going, guys? My name's Shane. Welcome back to the Horror Basement. And for this video, I did something a little bit different. I realized that I hadn't watched any movies for the channel in a while, and I didn't have any particular ideas because I think I was saving all of the big stuff for October, being that it's Halloween season. So a couple weeks ago, I just told my wife to just pick a movie, like find something to watch, and she picked a PG-13 psychological thriller produced by BuzzFeed Studios. So suffice to say, I was a little bit skeptical about this movie going in, but I'm happy to say that I actually was pleasantly surprised. Today we're going to be talking about Fear of Rain, which was released this year in 2021. And this movie follows our titular character, a teenage girl named Rain, spelled R-A-I-N, like the weather, who has just been released from the hospital after having a psychotic break due to her schizophrenia. But unfortunately, her mental illness isn't the last of Rain's problems. She's also been completely socially ostracized from school, and she also believes that her next-door neighbor, who is also her English teacher, has kidnapped a little girl and is holding her hostage in her house. So the movie follows Rain as she tries to prove that her teacher, Miss Connell, has kidnapped a little girl, taken her across state lines, and is keeping her locked up in her house for nefarious purposes. Now, in trying to prove this, Rain makes an unlikely alliance with the other kid in school who has zero friends. This is a young man named Caleb, and the movie follows them as they fall in love, typical teen movie shit, while also stalking this middle-aged single teacher who is implied to also be like an alcoholic. That would all be well and good if it wasn't for the fact that, like I said in the beginning of this video, Rain is a diagnosed schizophrenic, who has both auditory and visual hallucinations. And since the movie is told from her perspective, we're never really sure what to believe is real and what is, part of her symptoms, like what she's hallucinating, what's real. So that's where a lot of the drama in the movie comes, is the viewer, trying to discern what is real and what is happening in Rain's head. And even more so than the kidnapping and harassment she's getting from Miss Connell, we come at points in the movie to not trust, and Rain herself can't even trust that Caleb is a real person. Now, this is in part due to one of my big problems with the movie, is that Caleb is written like he's a character out of a John Green novel. He's a super, quippy nerd who, hates cell phones and the rest of, teenage society. So it gets to the point towards the end of the movie where Rain begins to believe that Caleb has been a figment of her imagination, or a sustained hallucination the entire time. And this, along with other things, really drives the plot forward. We're never clear what's real and what isn't. And I think that lends well to the drama of the story. I think that the story approaches mental illness in some interesting and provocative ways without being exploitative or insensitive. But I don't have schizophrenia, so I wouldn't really know. It's possible that the schizophrenic people could be pissed off by this, but overall, I think it was a fun little movie. Because of the mental illness and the child kidnapping subplot, I maybe wouldn't call this particularly starter horror, but it feels like something in there. If you have someone in your life that doesn't really like horror movies, that's more into the teen dramas and that kind of thing, this might be a good place to start them off if they're looking to branch out closer to the horror genre. Yes, overall, give this movie a watch. I believe it was free to stream somewhere. HBO Max, Amazon, I can't really remember. But yeah, I liked this movie, so if you looking for something to watch, give it a shot. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment down below if you have something you'd like me to review, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.